How strong is Shadow the Hedgehog?
Shadow the Hedgehog. On planet Earth lives the fastest being in existence, a blue hedgehog from another world, with speed faster than anyone's ever seen before. But in this world exists another, the ultimate life form. And this is the start of one of the greatest
It's so cold. This edit is so cold. I don't know what filter you use to put over this, but this is hard. I need more of it. Teach me your ways, official Divine.
And this is the start of one of the greatest rivalries in history, because this blue hedgehog can save the world in a blink of an eye, and evil dies in the blue light. But the brighter the light, the darker the shadow. 50 years ago in 1973 in the state of Oklahoma, the stars broke off and landed on Earth. A meteorite contained a life form, the ultimate life form. Being awoken to a brand new world, Shadow is the embodiment of chaos. With its power at its fingertips, his strength was going to be used to change the world. But in the end, humans can't control a god. Shadow was too dangerous to roam free and too valuable to destroy. So like all others, he was sealed away, never to be awoken again. 50 years later on Prison Island in Tokyo Bay, Japan, the light from the Earth's savior has been shining too bright. So it's time for his shadow to wake up. Landing in the city, Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails sees the entire city destroyed, and rising from the fires, the light and Shadow are now face to face. Shadow takes on all three of them at once, with him being able to easily overpower and send Knuckles flying, with Knuckles in the second Sonic movie being able to stop Sonic at full power with just a single.
In the movie, he's talking about he is way more powerful than the hedgehog I fought before. And Sonic talking about dude, I'm right here. That had me weak as hell in the movie, bro. Shadow is OP as hell.
And send Knuckles flying, with Knuckles in the second Sonic movie being able to stop Sonic at full power with just a single arm. Sonic at this point in the trilogy is ridiculously fast. In the first movie, Sonic is able to run across green hills in less than 2 seconds, with his feet being calculated to 1,766,606 meters a second, or 1% of the speed of light. Sonic even went on to run to the Pacific Ocean, with the estimated distance between where Sonic started, the middle of Montana, and where he ended, the middle of the Pacific Ocean, is 5,572.88 kilometers, or 5,572,880 meters. Being able to do this in 2 seconds means Sonic would be moving 2,786,440 meters a second. Nearing the climax of the movie, Sonic is able to perceive bullets and missiles in a freeze frame, almost like all the time in the world has stopped. The muzzle velocity of miniguns is 2,800 meters a second, and the speed of ballistic missiles is 5,000 meters a second, and the speed of explosions is 7,150 meters a second, making the world that Sonic sees through his eyes 7,475,000 meters a second. When testing the limits of Sonic's speed, he ran around a baseball field faster and faster until the entire Pacific Northwest was sent into a blackout. But this energy went even further, reaching into the stars like the voice of God, and Tails was able to hear it 46.5 billion light years away.
That's
the
crazy.
Energy necessary to even come close to this means that at his peak, Sonic's speed surpasses 109 trillion times the speed of light. And yet
109 trillion times the speed of light. I know he's fast, but goddamn, when he explains it, he is really fast. Gotta go fast. I see why he has to go fast. He has no other choice.
Times the speed of light. And yet for some reason, this light is like a flicker when compared to this darkness. Both hedgehogs leap forward with one final attack, and when their fists collide, all of Tokyo falls into darkness. Shadow teams up with Dr. Eggman's grandfather, and his goal is to use the solar cannon of his creation to destroy the world. Before leaving, Shadow creates a mini black hole that is able to absorb all matter in the area, with Sonic and his friends barely being able to escape. Shadow himself, when enraged, alone fueled Dr. Robotnik's Doom Cannon, which is capable of obliterating planets. The energy required, even spread across a 10-minute charge, still reaches 15 zetatons of TNT. Every quill on his
Zeta what? Zetatons? What does that translate to, y'all? Zetatons? I've never in my life heard that.
a 10-minute charge still reaches 15 zetatons of TNT. Every quill on his form is a conduct of raw lightning, each one capable of unleashing devastation equivalent to entire continents. Just a single strand holds the strength of 31 gigatons of force. Now envision an entire storm of quills surging across the battlefield. The result? 218 teratons of TNT, enough to turn the world to ash. But
I don't know what a teraton is, but it sounds like a lot of TNT, so I'm assuming that he's just powerful. He's just powerful, y'all. I don't know what a teraton is. Conductive reasoning would tell me that that's a lot of TNT and Shadow is strong as fuck.
The result? 218 teratons of TNT, enough to turn the world to ash. But as the Doom Cannon was getting ready to fire, one of Sonic's quills took on a familiar color. And here's where it gets
Super
interesting.
Saiyan!
Crashing through the ship, grabbing Shadow by the throat, is the most powerful hedgehog in existence, Super Sonic. Imbued with all of the Chaos Emeralds, Sonic's strength and speed soared like a rocket. Within the games and comics themselves, this form is stated to give Sonic infinite strength. But as the two land on the surface of Earth, Shadow is able to do the impossible and knocks out all the emeralds from Super Sonic's body. And now, it's a race for the strength of a god. Both of them lunge forward, and in a blinding light, Super Sonic is imbued with his power once again. But like I said before, the brighter the light, the darker the shadow. Emerging to turn the day into night is the ultimate life form with the ultimate strength, Super Shadow. And Sonic was right about one thing.
This ends now.
Shadow and Sonic battle in their
he pieced him up. He pieced him up. I've never seen Sonic do a combo, but I've seen Shadow do a couple combos on a couple people, and every time he does it, it's just so fire.
Shadow and Sonic battle and they're throwing each other around the planet, with Sonic getting—
No. It's not throwing each other around. Shadow is throwing Sonic around. He getting fucked up.
With Sonic getting enraged and punching Shadow all the way to the moon, with Sonic about to deliver the final blow, with Sonic deciding to show him mercy, with both hedgehogs teaming up to save the planet from destruction. They're going to use their bodies as a shield. The beam is fired and both of them are able to shield the Earth until it's redirected at the moon, slicing off the bottom like it's butter. That blast was able to knock out Sonic, but Shadow still stands, taking off his restraints and pushing the ship far away from Earth, and Shadow is engulfed in the light. But the night lives to see another day. Overall, Shadow would scale to planetary with massively faster than light speed. And shout out to Shadow, who dropped 50 to sponsor this video. That's kind of ironic. In the end, this hedgehog is like no other. The ultimate life form, born as a gift from the stars and strong enough to make the earth shake.